Welcome to the first episode of Business to Business. I am here with Kyle. He is the founder and owner of Midnight Vegan, an Atlanta vegan restaurant that aims to educate people about healthy eating, juicing, and just really cleansing the body. Welcome, Kyle.
Thank you for having me.
So today, Kyle is going to walk us through some of his most popular items on his menu, as well as just giving us some information about what we should be putting in our bodies, what we should be buying at the grocery stores, and a lot more. So let's get started. He's actually made me some amazing grape juice. Seeded grapes.
Seeded grape juice.
Tell us, what's the importance of having seeded grapes, seeded anything?
Okay, first of all, so if it's not seeded, it's sterile, meaning that it doesn't have a seed to reproduce itself. So, you can look in any religious text is going to tell you about seeded fruit. You can look in the Bible, Genesis 1:29. It's telling you about all the trees and the fruit with seeds in it is your food. So it's telling you about the seeds that got to be in the fruit for you to eat it. And remember, fruit is not only just things that we think is fruit. A cucumber is a fruit. A tomato is a fruit. An avocado is a fruit because it has seeds. Anything seeded is a fruit. So this has to be seeded in order for you to get the nutrient range that you need for it to heal your body. So you looking at it's going to cleanse your lymphatic system. That's where all disease lie in your lymphatic system through your lymph nodes. They come full, they get full, and they don't flush. That's when disease starts. That's when you get the tumors, you get the fibroids, you get the cysts. You get the growths that don't flush out the body. If you want to heal your kidneys, number one thing to heal your kidneys is seeded grapes.
Why seeded grapes?
Seeded grapes, they got the viscosity to go through and push out what need to be flushed out of your kidneys. And it's going to rebuild your cells on a cellular level in your kidneys and through your whole body. It's going to rebuild on a cellular level. That's what we're focusing on. Flushing out the cells and rebuilding the cells. So that's the best thing to do that for your kidneys. If you got hair loss, you got thinning hair, if like I said, you got fibroids, you got hormonal issues, these seeded grapes are gonna pull that mucus out your body. It's gonna pull it out like no other. So the seeds is important because the seeds is where the nutrient range is where it lies. So it has to be seeded. That's the importance of being seeded. We want to be seeded.
So is there a difference between organic seeded grapes and organic unseeded grapes? How does someone know when they're going to the grocery store what to look for when they're buying grapes or just fruits in general?
Okay, so as we spoke off camera, we were speaking about organic and non-organic. So technically these grapes are not organic. That just means that they were grown with pesticides, all right? So you can have grapes that are unseeded and be organically grown, but they're not going to do your body any real healing because they don't have a seed. So all organic really means is organically grown means that it's not been grown with any pesticides. So you can get a seedless watermelon and they can they can put organic right across the label, but it's seedless. So when you get your seeded fruit that is non-organic, you just have to clean it. You have to clean it correctly. So you want to use your baking soda, your vinegar, things of that nature to get the pesticides off of it. So yeah, just because it's not organic does not mean that it's not helping your body. You have to clean the fruit before you eat it. Now, if we was in a tropical country or somewhere in the island somewhere, we're gonna have to do that because it's growing naturally. We don't have to depend on a farm to grow it for us. We just go pick it. So it would be organic and it would be seeded. So that's how that goes.
Okay, so I know you pointed at the watermelon. I know you make watermelon juices. It's actually super popular. What are the benefits of watermelons?
The benefits of watermelons is out of this world. For one, this is nature's water, spring water. This connects to the springs of the earth and it fills it up in big jugs called watermelons. So that's your spring water right here. And it has lycopene in it, a chemical that makes it red. That's what's giving you your potassium. You got your magnesium that's in the actual seeds, your potassium, your magnesium, and your sodium. So that's actually what hydrates you, your potassium and your magnesium. So when you look at it like a natural spring water bottle, it's gonna say potassium this much, magnesium this much. And you look at purified water, it's not none of that's gonna be in there. Those are the minerals that's actually hydrating your body when it's going through the springs under the earth, the rock, and all that. So that water goes into this fruit. We eat it. We intake everything that's from the earth. That's your spring water. This is your spring water right here, the fruit. So that's H3O2, hydrogen, 3 oxygen. So it's called structured water. That means that it's like a jelly-like water, right? That's what's hydrating you. Regular purified water is going to push it through. It's not going to hydrate you. It's good for cleansing, but not hydrating. So you can drink a whole gallon, 2 gallons of water and still be dehydrated. Feel like crap. But when you take this in with the mineral range and the nutrient range it has, it's going to give you what you need in order to do what you need to do. You're not going to be dehydrated. It's going to help your blood vessels, your veins are going to open. It's going to dilate them. The blood can rush through and get to where it needs to go. So it's endless. And you know, we got the effects for the men and also the women too. Is going to keep everything lubricated and going and functioning as it should.
So I know on your story I was watching on Instagram a couple weeks ago, you mentioned the importance for men to eat watermelons, especially the green parts of the watermelon.
The rind.
The
rind.
The rind.
Rind is right here.
Okay. The rind. So for men, what are the benefits for them?
For men, that's what they make Viagra out of. They use watermelon seeds, but the rind, they don't just use watermelon seeds, but use other stuff. But it's unhealthy. But the rind is what's giving you, it's opening up, really, it's just opening up your blood vessels where blood can flow. It just means you got a blood pressure problem. So you got to get your blood pressure corrected, whether it's too high pressure or it's too low of pressure. So if it's not filling up your shaft or your penis with blood, that means your heart and your muscles is not pushing the blood where it needs to go. Right? The heart only pushes blood only about a foot away from the heart. The rest of it, the blood is being pushed through the muscles and the veins and the capillaries and the arteries. So if you got blockages, no, you won't get a full erection, or you won't get an erection at all, or you know, you'll need some assistance to get yourself right in the bedroom. But this will get you right. Like you don't need no honey packs, you don't need no Viagra, you don't need no gas station pills. All this right here is gonna keep you in order and balanced and how you're supposed to be. So when you're ready, when it's time to reproduce or whatever you're doing, that's gonna keep you in order.
Can we make some?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna let you do that.
So we just juiced the grapes, so we're gonna put them over there. Did you taste the grape juice?
It was amazing.
Yeah, that's what you need for that's like the ultimate healer. The grape juice is the ultimate healer.
Now, I know I have some key limes. We're gonna get into that later on into the video. Can I mix my key limes with anything? And just like squeeze it into any juice, coconut, watermelon?
You have to be careful about what fruits go with what. But yes, with the ones you just named, yeah, you can mix it. You more so want to mix that key lime with this coconut. More so. You can mix it with other stuff, but you kind of want to stick citrus with citrus, tree fruit with tree fruit, melon with melon, and vine with vine. I mean, yeah, vine with vine and berry with berry. Okay. So, like, grapes are berry. They're in the berry family. So you can eat that with the strawberry, the blueberry, raspberries. No cranberries. Not supposed to be eating cranberries.
Why not?
Too acidic. If you're healing, it's too acidic. Remember, healing. If you're trying to heal, you don't want to put acidity in your body. Now, if you're good and you're pretty balanced, your body might take that. But if you're trying to heal and get back balanced, you want your body to be alkaline.
Okay, no cranberries, you said.
Not if you're trying to heal.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're good and you pretty much at homeostasis, it's no problem. Same thing with pineapple. No pineapple if you're trying to heal. Yeah, if you good, you can eat the pineapple. It's not going to
do anything to you.
But we talking about most people, they trying to heal. So if we trying to heal, that's not going to help you. So we about to juice this watermelon. What month we in?
January.
We in January. So it's kind of hard to find ripe watermelon. So it might not be the sweetest, but it still don't have the properties which you need in order to do what it needs to do. So we're gonna juice this. I'm gonna give you a little bit,
Okay.
cause I go through a real process of picking melons. That's how I can be able to juice them. So it'll be a real. You can't juice every melon itself. You can't. You won't have good product. You do that, you lose. So you see that cup. Push this over here. Put it right there.
Here we go.
When you open that melon cup, what you're really looking for is to be either bright red or bright pink on these melons right here. You got sangrias, Jubilees, 720s, all different types. But these you're looking for bright red or bright pink on those.
So what's up with like the white ones? The ones that are white on the inside, are those the same benefits or are those GMOs? What are those?
They ripe because they not ripe. They lack lycopene.
Oh.
They're not ripe. They're not. They have a fruit called winter melon, and that's basically what that is, a winter melon. They're not
full term.
No.
Okay.
You can try that. I don't know if it's. I don't
Taste
know how it
test.
tastes. It's probably not really sweet, but it still should do what it needs to do.
It's good. How does eating healthy and just juicing change your life? What are some benefits that you found for juicing?
You'll be a lot more calm. Your calmness, your anxiety won't be as high, because your body is at balance. When you eating and drinking acidic drinks and food, that cause your brain to be acidic. That cause your body to be acidic. So you have acidic thoughts. You become you can be moved by like the slightest of things. Stuff that normally, like if you want a fruit, it won't move you. What I mean, it won't move you, it won't phase you. You move past it. So when you want a juice or when you want a fruit, you feel godlike. Like you feel like you of God. You feel godly. But when you taking in things that are not godly, then you do ungodly things. You do unrighteous things. So if you read any of the religious books, all the ancient people, all they ate was fruit. Even like back in the days, like when my grandparents was growing up, for Christmas they would get a bag of fruit. They was poor, but their parents would give them a bag of fruit for Christmas. That was their Christmas gift. But their parents was giving them medicine. That was their medicine. So they ate stuff like here in Georgia, black people back in the days, during slavery, after slavery, before slavery, we'll get into that. But they were eating roots like dandelion root, dandelion salad, poke root. They call it poke salad here in the South.
Poke salad.
It's called poke root. So POKE root or poke salad, SALET. They were eating elm bark, slippery elm bark. They was eating all these different herbs to go along with the stuff that they were eating that was bad for them. So we don't eat that stuff today too much. We just eat the soul food. But when they were eating, shout out to Dr. Lila Africa, he put me up on game on this. But when they were eating soul food, so-called, the scraps from the chitlins, the ham, they was eating all these herbs with it. So that was balancing everything out. And they were eating completely organic back then. Even the chickens and all this stuff was no nothing. So that was a difference because people wasn't dying of diabetes on the farm. Show me somebody that caught diabetes, you eating fruit, you won't, because it's a different type of sugar. So
to that point, right? A lot of
Mhm.
people talk about juicing whenever you watch like these videos of people juicing and
Mhm.
eating healthy. A
Mhm.
lot of comments of don't eat too much, you're gonna raise your blood sugar. Don't eat
Mhm.
too much, you're gonna like get diabetes.
Mhm.
What's the difference with that sugar between something that's artificially created?
For one, this is called fructose. Fructose. Not high fructose corn syrup. That's the artificial version of fructose. So fructose, root word, F-R-U, fruit, that is fruit sugar, fructose. The sugar from the fruit doesn't need insulin to travel to the cell. Okay?
Oh.
Insulin is only needed when you're using glucose and other sugars. So glucose comes from vegetables. It comes from vegetables, or it comes from other things that aren't fruit. So that's when the insulin is coming from the pancreas to take that sugar to the cell and open the cell up and take that sugar into the cell. This don't need that, so it's not gonna raise your blood sugar. Now, what will raise your blood sugar is eating something that can't get inside the cell. So it's just in your blood. That's when your blood sugar raises.
Because the insulin has to kind of attack.
It has to take it. It has to take it to the cell where it's supposed to be. This is not going to raise your blood sugar because it's going straight to the cell by itself. When you're eating stuff and you're not producing enough insulin to take it to the cell, that's when blood sugar raises because it's just sugar just in the blood. You know what I'm saying? There's different types of sugars. It's not just one type of sugar. So that's the big difference. People, you got to know this is fructose sugar. This is not white granulated sugar. Not the same.
Or brown sugar.
No.
And something that I wanted to ask you, because we talk about healthier alternatives to sugar. The older we get, we want to watch what we're eating. What's the best alternative? Let's just say someone can't get fruits, right? What other alternative should someone supplement for sugar? Is it honey, cane sugar, brown sugar?
Dates. Date sugar. You got date sugar.
I have some.
You have
Wait, date sugar or just the dates?
date sugar.
Okay.
They use dates and do the sugar from the dates and use date sugar.
Oh wow.
You can use blue agave.
Okay.
You can use apples as a sweetener if you apples, like I said, date sugar, blue agave. Those are the ones I use. Some people use honey. Honey's cool. Some people, it's a discrepancy on whether honey is vegan or not, whatever. But and let me say this too while I'm speaking on this. Don't get caught up on the word vegan. That's a big thing right now, plant-based, vegan, all this stuff. Just eat what is going to help you stay balanced, right? Vegan just means you don't eat meat or you don't use stuff with animal products. So
you could be
vegan
and still be the most unhealthy person.
And you see that.
Yeah.
You see that. So don't get caught up on the words of plant-based and all this. Eat what is going to heal you and keep you balanced. Okay? Eating plant-based meat every day or Beyond Meat and no diss to them, but you need to be eating raw. If you want to talk about vegan, raw vegan. Before it was vegan, a lot of people from the islands call it itolism.
Itolism, what's that?
Itil is basically you eating without salt or meat. So that was the vegan back in the days, or what they call vegan. But
when you say raw, does cooking the food count? Can I be a raw vegan, or can I eat raw but still cook my meals? If I'm eating like cabbage, or in my country we have something called jama, and it's basically like collard greens, but it's like all herbs, our version of collard greens basically. Would that be considered raw, or like possibly vegan, but it wouldn't be considered raw though, right? Because it's cooked.
When you put heat to anything, it's not raw anymore. You change the chemical structure of it.
Okay.
If you put heat to marijuana, it's no longer just regular marijuana. Because marijuana is a fruit. That's why it has seeds. It's a fruit. And if you tea it, if you drink it, if you eat it, it's cool. When you put fire to something or you heat something, it changes its chemical makeup. So no, it's not raw if you put any type of heat to it. Because it's already cooked when you get it. It's cooked by the sun. Shout out to Dr. Dr. Iris Lathan, Sunfire Foods.
Mm-hmm.
So all this is cooked. The sun cooked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cooked by the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So when you take it and you put more heat to it, you're taking the nutrients out.
Mm-hmm.
It's already well done. For this to be, when we say it's right, that means that the fruit is well done
Mm-hmm.
from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I go and cook my watermelon?
Mm-hmm.
It's already been cooked by the sun
Mm-hmm.
to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I go and recook it?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I recook this coconut? It's already been cooked by the earth. Already cooked it to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're not eating it raw, then no, you're not getting it. No, it's different.
It's like raw fish. Sushi.
No.
I'm just kidding. Just fruits.
Yeah.
Just fruits and some vegetables. Or are they some vegetables that you should stay away from?
It's definitely some vegetables you should stay away from.
Like what?
Collard greens.
Okay, why?
Because it's not easily digestible to people of color. We don't digest it easy, so it causes us gastric problems.
Is kale one of them too?
Kale, it doesn't digest well with black people,
Okay.
melanated people, not just black people. It don't digest well, so when you eat it and you look in the stool, you still see cold pieces of it because it didn't break down.
Mm-hmm.
Corn.
Corn.
It's a lot of stuff that don't break down. White potatoes, black people, the melanated people really don't digest that well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this, people of other races, Europe and Scandinavia and the upper parts of Europe, they can digest stuff better than we can. Certain things like milk and dairy and chicken and cheese and bread, white rice, our body don't digest that well. It's just like this. If you got a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every dog don't eat the same diet. You don't feed a pit bull or chihuahua diet or a golden retriever diet. They don't eat the same things. It might make this Frenchie sick.
Mm-hmm.
We're all human, but we all come from different parts of the earth and we have a different diet.
I just realized something.
What you
So
realize?
you know how they talk about eating within the environment that you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically to the point you're saying. People who are from like Europe and like Scandinavian places,
Colder climates.
colder climates,
Mm-hmm.
ancestral, they've had to almost like adjust to that type of diet.
Mm-hmm.
But because melanated people, we've lived a lot in warmer climates,
Mm-hmm.
our bodies are more adaptable to those type of.
Exactly. This is what you need in a tropical climate because it keeps your body at a certain temperature. Now, when you in a colder climate, yeah, you can go eat potatoes. You can eat all this acidic stuff because it's gonna raise it's gonna keep you husky. You don't need that in Africa. You don't need that in Australia, where there's black people in Australia, but they're Aborigines. Black people, New Zealand, all these tropical countries. You don't need that down there. All you need is the fruit, right? So basically, you can look at your appendages. You can look at your teeth. You can't go kill a lion with your bare hands. You can't go kill a fish with your bare. You might can, but you can't die. You don't have it in you to go do certain things that an animal does. It's equipped with claws and teeth and the intestinal tract to digest that stuff.
Yeah.
We have 35 feet of small intestine. You can't put meat and gunk through 35 feet of small intestine. If you do, your stomach, it's gonna be out here because you're full of waste. This right here is fiber. All this is fiber. All this gonna go through real smooth, and it's gonna give your body the glycogen storage it needs for 8 hours to do what you need to do. So you won't need no energy drinks. You won't need no Red Bull. You won't need no Monster. You won't need none of that, right? That's what this is for. This is our energy. Melanated people's diet, and when I say diet, people think diet means a short-term eating regimen. Diet means what you eat every day for the rest of your life, right?
It's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle. So don't get caught up on the word diet thinking, oh, well, I'm dieting right now. They think it's a short term, I'm doing it from here to here to get this goal. No, your diet is that's what you, like a lion has a diet. An elephant has a diet of whatever it eats. A giraffe has a diet of what it eats. So we hear words and we think diet and we think that I'm dieting right now. No, diet means this is what you eat. right? So don't think of it as just something I'm doing for a period of time and I'm gonna revert and go back to eating this. No. So yeah, where you from got a lot to do with what you consume. Some people from Asia can eat stuff from Asia, like raw stuff that we can't eat, like fish or this type of raw, that we can eat it and digest it, but after a while it's gonna cause us problems. So when in America, you see black people have the highest rate of diabetes, hypertension, you name it. We at the top of the list because we eating a diet that's not our diet. But if we was to eat our diet, we'd be at the bottom of the list for all that. So that's why we at the top of the list, because all that stuff don't work for us because our blood pressure is different from other people. For one, a 40-year-old, they're taking a 40-year-old white male's, they're making him the base of what blood pressure is supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be this much to this much, or this is high, this is low. We're chemically different. Chemically. Melanin is a chemical in our body. We have a lot of it. Everybody has melanin. We have the highest concentration of melanin. Right? So you got neuromelanin, you got neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is in your pineal gland in your brain. Neuromelanin is the melanin you can see. All right? So because we have a high level of melanin, we have to eat highly melanated things. Watermelon. It's a reason it's called melanin. MEL. Look at the pretenses. Telling you that's like drinking gold. It's like eating gold for us. It feeds our melanin. So when you eat stuff that's not feeding your melanin, you're gonna get sick. You're gonna have skin disorders. You're gonna have blotchy skin. Your hair gonna fall out. Everything chaotic is gonna happen on the inside of you and on the outside. So you have to eat what is been put here for you to eat. And it's simple. No seed, don't eat it. Seed, you can eat it. Some things are poison. You got to go for what's what, know what not to eat. But for the most part, what we eat, we can open it ourselves. Yeah. We can open an orange ourselves. We can take this coconut and bust it on a rock and open it. Or take a rock and we can open it because we can make stuff. But if it's stuff like a cow, you can't kill a cow with your bare hands and eat it and tear it apart. So no, you're not supposed to eat that. So that's a big part of just knowing where you come from culturally, because culture deals with food. So everybody come from where they come from, bring their food with them, except black people for the most part. They might bring a little bit, but we didn't get to bring our food with us. So we eating burgers and shepherd's pie and beef stroganoff. We can't eat that. You can eat it for a while, but after a while, it's going to take effect on your body. Your ankles going to swell. You're going to have fluid retention. You're going to have your skin, like I might ask you, I said, you been eating fruit? Because I can tell by your skin you've been eating fruit. I can feel your energy, you've been eating fruit. It's high. It ain't low. But when you eating dead stuff, your energy gonna be low, skin gonna be blotchy, you're not gonna be able to think, everything gonna be in a disarray. Even when stuff go wrong, when you eating this, it make it balance out. You can think. Okay.
Let's get into this coconut.
Let's try to get into this coconut.
So there are types of coconuts that you should be getting at the grocery store. We're commonly used to seeing the ones that are hard, hairless ones, or are those the ones with hair?
Those are called hairy coconuts. They're brown. Those are old coconuts.
The brown coconuts, those are old coconuts.
Usually a Mexican coconut. This right here is from Thailand.
That's from where?
Thailand.
Thailand? Okay.
Yeah, Thailand.
I was telling Kyle earlier, I was like, let me try to see you get into this coconut.
Oh, I'm gonna get into it for sure.
Because I texted him yesterday, I was like,
see, that's the water right here.
There we go. I was
I didn't get no water. The water right here. The water right there. Let me see your cup.
Yeah, can I just stick my straw?
Yeah, you can just stick your straw in there.
Do you want one?
Yeah, I'm gonna open one.
Yes.
Try to push it down. Push it hard.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and drink it. It's not gonna be super, super sweet. That's coconut water.
So, we were having a conversation last week, and you were talking about how you only knew about one meal a day.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just eat and drink
Mm-hmm.
raw,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to be eating 3 times. And I was like, let me try that. So for the last week, I've just been juicing, and I'll have like one meal,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll catch myself. I'll go to work, I'll do what I need to do, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, I'm not even hungry, but let me just put something in my body, just for maintenance. But
maintenance work. But nah, you don't need all that.
and the fiber really fills you up.
Yeah, it does. The fiber is like, I'm cutting the bottom. The fiber is really this is the bottom, I'm tripping. Sometimes I get confused on these, forgive me. I'm just American, right?
How can you tell what's the bottom and what's the top?
The top usually got like 3 little dips in it. And you can tell which is the top and which is the bottom. That one opened up a little easier. This one got a little bit more husk on it. And you kind of want to open these outside, as you can see. It's kind of stuff fly. Yeah, stuff will fly.
And then you can always eat the meat from this, right?
Yeah, if you can get in there.
Or even use the meat, blend it, and make coconut milk.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I've been experimenting on something.
Yeah, you can make the milk. And you gotta watch. Make sure you don't cut your fingers.
Please be careful.
You gotta pay attention. But no, you're not gonna hear
The water, right?
No. It's pressure in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm breaking the pressure.
Mm-hmm. You got it?
Let me see a straw. I ain't had a green coconut in a while myself.
And this one is not as sweet as the last one I tried, but I could just feel the hydration inside of this coconut. And I think you
That's
told me
living
this.
water.
Is it neutral? Does coconut
It's
neutralize?
neutral. It's a neutral pH.
Mm-hmm.
So you can mix coconut with different things because it's neutral.
Okay.
It's not on the alkaline or the. It's slightly alkaline,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like 8.2, 9.2.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like 7, right at 7.
Mm-hmm, right at 7.
Mm-hmm.
So you can definitely drink or eat a watermelon with different fruits, but like you said earlier, you want to keep your melons with melons, your tree nuts with your
coconut. It's a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nut, and it's one more thing. It's a fruit, a nut, and something else. But it's not just one thing. It's a fruit, a nut, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very old fruit, nut. Very old. Like very, very, very old. Not like this, but I'm talking about the evolution of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's been here a long time. Coconut.
Coconuts.
Yeah, this was here when the volcanoes and stuff was, yeah. So.
Wait, let's add some
Oh yeah, you can add your key lime.
key limes inside. Tell us about key limes, please. What's the importance of key limes and how do they differ from your regular lime or lemons?
Key limes are smaller. Those are the real limes with the seeds in them.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger limes, they cool, but the key limes is what you need in order to alkalize your stuff. You want to alkalize something, you want to alkalize your water.
Mm-hmm.
Put a little key lime in there. Key lime, not limes. Limes will work if you don't have key limes, they'll work. But preferred is key limes. So you're gonna take your key lime and I'm gonna just cut it in half like that. Cut it like in half, these little bitty key limes. You can see the seeds in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gonna squeeze a half a key lime. It's not much juice in it.
It gets the job
You
done.
can squeeze that. We can really squeeze a whole one in there. So what this does, shout out to Dr. Iris Latham again from Panama. What this does, it works like a soap, right? And the coconut water works as the water. So when you wake up in the morning, you take an external shower, and you have to take an internal shower. So this is your internal shower. This is cleaning everything. It's cleaning. It's setting it down. All your internal organs. And the coconut water is flushing everything out. It's washing it down as a shower. So that's your internal shower. Right there.
Lots of energy in this.
Oh yeah. You remember the song "Put the Lime in the Coconut"? Put the lime in the coconut. Don't remember that? That's what they was talking about. Coca-Cola used to have a lime Coke or something like that back in the days, but that's what it meant. Put the lime in the coconut. That's what they do in the islands. They wake up and drink coconut water.
Coconut water. Okay. And you can drink this every day. You can honestly eat all of this every single day.
This is what you're supposed to eat every single day, and you will be okay. As long as you're not in a toxic environment, because your environment can play a big factor on all this stuff too.
Because if the environment is toxic, then it affects the fruit that
it affects you. It affects everything around you. What I mean, like a toxic environment is you might be in abandoned areas where you live, who you're around. That's toxic, and that can affect your health. That will affect your health.
Definitely.
Because that's gonna cause stress.
Definitely.
So you can be as healthy as you want to, but if your environment is toxic, you still can succumb to high blood pressure from stress, hypertension, that stuff, diabetes, all that kind of stuff. And women are really high to it because y'all have a womb. Your womb holds energy.
Speaking of women in their womb, I know you expressed to me the importance of when you're pregnant or thinking to become pregnant, the importance of changing the variety of colors in the fruits that you're eating, right? So why is that important, and what are some key things that women should be eating, particularly when they are, pregnant and about to give birth?
Coconut water. Seriously. That is coconut water. Coconut water, all the fruits you see is good. But basically the ones that are very hydrating, which is the coconut water, the watermelon, the seeded grapes, stuff can keep you calm. Mangoes, when they're in season, Haitian mango, that helps with y'all cycle, the period cycle, the menstrual cycle. But all the fruits, because that's gonna give her the nutrient range she needs to make healthy breast milk for the child. So if she eating Cheetos and Takis and lemon pepper wings the whole pregnancy, no, you're not gonna have healthy breast milk. No, you probably might not even lactate at all. But if you've been eating this the whole pregnancy, then you're good because you're gonna make healthy breast milk. The baby gonna slide out right easily. You ain't gotta go lay on the bed backwards and go against gravity. The baby gonna come right out, smooth transition most of the time. But it's usually when you eating all this sugary, high carb stuff the whole pregnancy, that's when you see those big, heavy babies, those big 8-pound babies, because the mother's eating so much crap during the pregnancy. It's so full of carbs and this crap. The baby come out huge with problems, come out with tumors and all types of stuff, because it's full of everything you took in. It soak it all. It's in the child. So you got to be real careful what you're doing while you're pregnant. Very careful. And post pregnancy. And what you're eating now, what you're doing now before you even get pregnant is in your DNA. Right? So if you've been eating crap, it's gonna be in your DNA. It's men that have acidic sperm. So their sperm is acidic. So that can give you a yeast infection and give you all kinds of stuff from acidic sperm. Because our sperm is supposed to be alkaline. Y'all's fluid is slightly acidic on the inside. When y'all go alkaline, that's when you get yeast infection, all this stuff.
Wait, alkaline or acidic?
Y'all supposed to be slightly acidic. Women.
Okay.
Men's sperm is alkaline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when women go more towards the alkaline,
that's when you start getting the smells, the odors, the BV, the bacteria, vaginal. That's when you start getting all this stuff.
How come if the body is, because I know you told me this analogy one day, the body is like a battery, right? And we don't want to create an acidic body. We want to keep our body in an alkaline state.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay for there to be some acidicness for women
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to like vaginal.
So that's why they say, oh, well, women should eat pineapples, and that's pineapples is what?
Acidic.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna keep certain things at bay.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to just go straight acidic. No. You don't want to be too acidic. You want everything to be almost balanced.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's when you get into your math. All right. We know we'll talk about the Creator and God earlier. The Creator is many languages of the world, right? Many languages. But if you pay attention, the Creator speaks through math and numbers. That's a universal language. One is one everywhere. Two is two everywhere. I don't care what language you say it in. This one cup is still one cup anywhere in the world. So math is a universal language, right? So when you're using the numbers, you get to. I'm having a brain fart, but basically what I'm saying is the Creator uses math as a language. So you have to pay attention to the math around you and how much something is, how much. Just look at it and stuff. You like it'll start making sense to you. I can't explain it fully right now. Like I said, I'm having a brain fart because I'm doing so much. It'll come back to me, but the math, those numbers. You said something about the pH.
The pH.
Right, the pH. So the pH is numbers. So everything. Okay, I got it. Algebra, right? Algebra is everything is supposed to be balanced in algebra. That's what algebra means. To do it on this side, do it on this side. Okay, the word algebra. You break it down. It's spelled in the English form ALGEBRA. Algebra is an Arabic word, and it's spelled ALJRIBA. It's pronounced algebra. Algebra. Alcohol is alcohol. That's Arabic. Alchemist, alchemy. Right? So all these things, like the algebra, to be balanced, is like your body got to be balanced. You got sacred geometry. Like I was telling you about the dimensions and everything, how everything has to be balanced or it will fall in on itself.
And how everything starts with numbers. The foundation of this building, they started by building
by numbers.
By the numbers, the angles, and understanding that foundation, then they're able to build on top of it.
Exactly. Your womb, your body the same way. If anything off, that's what a chiropractor do. He's doing chiropractic work. He's basically an electrician. And he's putting your electric balance back on order. When you have a baby, your womb shifts over to let the baby out. When it don't shift back, then you're gonna be off balance. Your womb gotta shift back to that position. So yeah, the math, you gotta be balanced. It's just simple. Everything in life gotta be balanced. If it's an imbalance, it's gonna cause chaos. If it's an imbalance in your body, it's gonna cause dis-ease of the body. Disease in the body, so your body's not at ease. So you're gonna cause dis-ease in the body. So just know just keeping everything balanced. You don't want it too high, you don't want it too low, you want it balanced.